You ever notice? The moment someone tries to humiliate you in public, your body wants war, but real power begins when you refuse to react. Your blood heats up, your ego screams for revenge, but the person who controls the reaction controls the entire battlefield. The second you stay calm, something flips. The room stops seeing weakness and starts sensing a presence they can't read. History's greatest strategists understood this. Silence isn't surrender, it's psychological positioning. Most people fight to win arguments. The powerful fight to win perception, and they do it without saying a word. Rule number 1 of psychological dominance: never react. The moment you react, you've already lost. When someone provokes you, insults you, disrespects you, they're not attacking you, they're fishing for control. The second you explode, defend, explain, you hand them power, and they walk away feeling victorious. But when you stay silent, something terrifying happens. They lose direction, confidence, and emotional leverage. As Machiavelli warned, never interrupt your enemy while they're making a mistake. Rule number 2, never explain yourself. The moment you start justifying, you lower your position. Over-explaining isn't clarity. It's a signal that you're seeking approval, and approval is a weak negotiating position. Powerful people let their actions speak because confidence doesn't rush to defend itself. When you stop explaining, people stop questioning and start observing. Real authority doesn't beg to be understood. It simply exists, and the room adjusts. Rule number 3. Attention is currency. Wherever you place it, you feed power. Most people think punishment is confrontation, but ignoring someone starves their ego far more effectively. Every argument drains energy, and the disciplined mind refuses to waste it on meaningless battles. The moment your emotions get triggered, someone else is pulling the strings. But when you observe instead of react, you become untouchable, calm, controlled, undefeated. Rule number 5. Never reveal your full strength. Power is most dangerous when it's unseen. When people underestimate you, they lower their guard, and that's where strategy begins. The strongest move is the one nobody expects. Sudden, precise, and impossible to ignore. Masters don't rush their power, they position it, and strike only when the board is theirs. And once the move is made, they return to silence, like nothing ever happened. Rule number 6. Mystery creates gravity. The less people know about you, the more they think about you. People who talk too much leak power. Every unnecessary word makes you predictable, and predictability is weakness. When your presence is rare, it becomes valuable, and when you finally speak, people listen. Silence isn't weakness. Used correctly, it's psychological pressure that forces others to expose themselves. When you give them nothing to react to, they collapse under their own emotions. Silence is powerful, but mastery is knowing when silence ends and action begins. Most provocations are bait, distractions meant to pull you into small battles that don't matter. But when someone crosses a real boundary, silence becomes preparation, not retreat. The master doesn't explode. He delivers one precise move, and the room resets, and just as quickly, he returns to calm. Because dominance isn't loud, it's controlled. Before powerful people speak, they read the room, because awareness always comes before influence. Presence isn't announced, it's felt. The way you enter a space already tells people how to treat you. Stillness signals control. The less you chase attention, the more attention moves toward you. When you speak with intention, not volume, people stop listening to noise and start listening to you. Control the perception, and the room aligns. Authority is rarely forced, it's projected. True intimidation isn't aggression, it's calm. Chaos expects chaos. Silence unsettles it. When emotions hit the room, discipline is the ability to contain them without leaking a reaction. Pressure doesn't disappear. It reflects. The calmer you stay, the heavier it feels on them. Silence becomes a mirror, forcing others to confront their own instability. And when your mind stops reacting, you step into a state most people can't touch. Most people live reacting. Every insult, every opinion, every distraction pulling their strings. But masters step back, observe the noise, and choose what deserves their energy. When you own your reactions, you reclaim energy most people waste their entire lives chasing. There comes a moment you choose, stay reactive, or step into deliberate control. And once you choose control, your presence starts speaking louder than your words. Silent power isn't built in moments. It's trained daily in the way you carry yourself when no one is watching. In conversation, discipline means saying only what moves things forward. Nothing wasted, nothing reactive. Every day gives you chances to reset, to let emotion pass, and return to control. When the world speeds up, silent power is the ability to stay centered inside the motion. And over time, calm stops being a tactic. It becomes who you are. In real life, conflict is everywhere. But mastery is choosing composure when others choose chaos. When pressure turns toward you, your calm becomes the anchor everyone feels. Under stress, most people rush, but controlled minds slow down and see the winning move. One measured response can shift an entire situation when it comes from control, not emotion. And when it's over, you return to silence. Because control doesn't celebrate. It continues. There are two lives, one ruled by reaction and one ruled by control. The shift begins the moment you realize reaction is a habit, not destiny. Control isn't suppression. It's letting ego pass without letting it command you. And when control becomes instinct, you step into a version of yourself most people never reach. Without demanding attention, your presence begins commanding it. The real victory was never over others. It was over your own reactions. And once you master that, the world stops controlling you. Choose silence, choose control, and watch how the world changes when you do.